Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to another market update. So, hopefully, you had a wonderful weekend. Hopefully, you had some fun with your family and friends. Make sure that you do that. Like when you're in trading, that is a most you will be getting stressed out a lot. So, make sure that you spend your weekend nicely. I had a fun weekend. I was spending a lot of time with my friends and family. So, it's always make sure that you just stay away from market for like couple of days, refresh your mind, then come back start again. So if you put in like so much time also into the market, like 24 into 7, if you try to stay in the market also, that is going to also give you like a lot of psychological issues, stress and all those things. So don't be that guy. Enjoy like a lot of time with your friends and family. That is the your goal. Okay, you want to be financially independent and you want to be a successful trader also, and you want to spend quality times with your family and friends. So make sure that you do that. So what happened last week? That is a big question. So we saw a massive sell-off happening across global market, and like especially in like Nifty and Bank Nifty, we saw a good amount of declining happening. But we are not in that territory again. Like I am not like completely bearish also now. Also, if you see what is happening in the global market now, we saw on Wednesday, not Wednesday, Friday, we saw a bounce back which was happening. Really positive sign for like U.S. economy and all those things because of the jobless claim data also, non-farm payroll also, which came out very positively. Now it is all going to depend on like what is the Fed is going to decide for the future, how much is their like interest rate they are planning to hike, how much they are like inflation target is how much, so how much they are going to focus on the growth, that is going to determine the future. So for currently when it comes to Nifty and Bank Nifty, so if you check in a 4 hour demand, Bank Nifty actually came into this 4 hour small demand, started like taking demand from and started moving on upside. So for Monday, if the global markets are not turning anything upside down by morning, we won't be seeing any sort of like actions. Like we will be pretty much positive also, and we will see a good amount of short covering also will be coming into the market. So what is the main reason why we will be seeing that short covering rally is like if you check uh, S&P 500 and US 30 in a larger time frame, you will see one important things which is like I've told you this guys a couple of days back also. So I hope you guys remember this thing. We saw a good range which was breaking out here. A small tiny range which was happening here in this US market is now able to break. Now it's all about like whether this is able to sustain. Okay, so breaking out is one thing, and if it is going to be sustaining, it should sustain. So what the one important thing is like we had a weekly closing also above that small range which was happening. So that is also really a good sign, and there is a wick which is there which can be so I feel that this wick fill will be happening, so which means that there will be a around 1,000 point rally can be happening in US 100, not US 100, US 30, and which can push the market really possibly higher also. So as we discussed last time also, but like we saw like good amount of sell off happening, but like I am still bullish on metal stocks, metals and so if you see FMCG also, the consumer products which I have been telling you guys, metals, consumer product, energy, finance service, these are the things which will be like you should be focusing on the coming weeks. When it comes to Nifty, so Nifty is like if at all like XCS Nifty is indicating around 150 point gap down, gap up, so which means that Nifty, if Nifty opens 150 points, like suppose if Nifty opens like 150 point gap up, so what will happen is like if you see here in the option chain data, we are seeing like a huge amount of call writing which is happening on top. Okay, so there is like 108 million call is written, and like around 60 million puts are written in Nifty. So what will happen when there is a huge amount of gap up is happening? What will happen is basically there will be a short covering rally can be initiated. This can last for like 1 or 2 days also, because if 18,000 is broken tomorrow and able to sustain tomorrow, then that can push market further high to 18,200, 18,300 level will be getting opened up, and put traders will try to write their long positions also, and which can push market further high. So what is the level you should be looking to trade is If at all like market is going to give you a big gap up, don't trade in the morning. Okay, that is the first thing you should do. Don't trade as soon as the market opening. Like if there is a good gap up is happening, you should wait. There might be a chance if it is opening around 18,000 and below, there might be a chance market can push down. Okay, so if it is opening below 18,000 people who are written, call writers who are sitting there will try to push the market further down. Okay, so they will be a fight will be happening. So what you need to do is like wait for a demand bounce. Okay, so wait for a smaller time frame structure break, wait for a demand to build up, and on that demand you should be looking to trade it. So same thing will be happening for Nifty also, Bank Nifty also. So Bank Nifty, we should be looking at the levels. I think we should be looking at the levels around 42,500 level. This is the levels where like we will be like seeing a good amount of supply. So don't like if it is like market is opening somewhere around that territory like 40 to 400 450 levels, then there might be a push down can happen from this supply zone. So you need to wait patiently. So it's a Monday, so make sure that you wait for a first initial 30 minutes to build your positions. Once you get like 30 40 minutes or like 1 hour, it's okay to wait patiently. Once you get a decent setup, that is where you should be looking to trade. So I would ideally suggest this like looking for if there is a good decent gap up is happening, there will be like huge amount of stocks will be available to trade. Okay, so decent amount of stocks, especially in the mid cap and small cap sectors, you will be finding a good amount of setups which will be forming, which will be happening in the second half. Okay, so basically I'm saying second half like 11:30 12, after that period you will be seeing good amount of contractions which will be developing in like small cap and mid cap, and that is where your focus should be. Don't just like just focus on Nifty and Bank Nifty, because if there is a big gap up is happening, you might not able to find the trades, but you don't have to waste time there. Go to find some really good stocks in equity, especially in metals, energy, and financial services. If like Bajaj Finserv is stable from tomorrow, we will see like banks will be like a lot of banks will be like setting up really nice for a good push. So that is where your focus should be, look into trade. So hopefully you guys have understood the plan which I have discussed. Make sure that you follow this plan. Don't jump into any trades as soon as the market opens. That is going to be the biggest mistake all the retailers do. Okay, so make sure that you don't do that. Just stick to the plan. Make sure that don't do anything which is above your head. Okay, so sometimes we don't understand what is happening in the market, but we are if so much into the market, we will just take a position, and which will eventually turn into a very dark trade, which means that like it will like hit your stop losses, you won't exit because you don't know where to place the stop losses also in during that time. So what you need to do is like wait patiently, wait for your setup to develop. Even if you don't trade for one trade, it is totally fine. Okay, so that is my psychology. If you want to be a successful trader, be make sure that you do that. And another thing is like make sure that you follow the trend. Don't try to short the market at the top. Don't try to short the market at the bottom. All these things are like, don't do that. Like trying to find the bottoms and tops in the market is the most difficult thing to do, and don't do that. Just follow the trend whenever there is like opportunities in the trend. Just follow like go with the trend, and you will be able to make like lot of money. So see you guys tomorrow with another video. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. Make sure that you get a good sleep today. See you guys tomorrow.